Hello and welcome back to This Lovely Stitch. Today I will be providing a tutorial on how to single crochet. So single crochet is one of the basis of a lot of different crochet skills and projects, and it's one of the most easy crochet stitches to learn. So to start off, you're going to make a slip knot and chain, and you can chain any amount. I'm just going to chain 20 to show this example. If you want to learn how to chain or slip knot, I have other videos on my channels that will be linked in the description below to show you how to do that step. So I'm just chaining a couple stitches just to get started to make sure it's easy to see. Alright, so I've crocheted about 15 stitches, and the first thing that you need to do is be able to see the V's. So as you can see, crochet stitches have little V's and they have these little loops. What you're going to do is go through the first loop of your stitch. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing more closely. All right, now that we're a little closer, you can see each of these V's. So what you want to do is skip the first V. So you can see right here, this is the first V, and then there's one after. So you're going to skip the first V and insert your hook, and you should have one loop. So now you can see there's 2 loops on my crochet hook. Then you're going to yarn over, so taking the yarn that's connected to your ball of yarn, go over the hook. So now I have 3 loops on my hook. And then you're going to go through the first loop, so you can see there. Then you're going to yarn over again and go through the other 2 loops on your stitch. So you're going to pull that top one through the other 2. And there you've made your first single crochet. So I'm going to do it one more time, and then I'll show you how to go into a single crochet to make another single crochet. So again, we're going to go in, you see the V's. I'm going to insert it through the first loop. So now there's 2 loops on my crochet hook, yarn over, and now there's 3 loops. So this second loop down here, we have the one at the top, that's the yarn over, and this loop right here, you're going to go through that. So now there's 2 loops, yarn over again, and then you are going to go through both of these last 2 loops. And there you go, you've made your second single crochet. So I'm going to come back once I've made this entire row of single crochets to then show you how to make a single crochet into an already formed stitch. So I'll be back in just 1 minute. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten to the end of the row for my single crochets, and the next step is to turn my work. So the way you do this is you're going to take the main yarn that you're working from, so this yarn right here, and you're going to make a yarn over. So now I have 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to again pull through that bottom loop to chain, and then I'm going to turn my work. So when we do single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, those main stitches, you always chain a little bit. Sometimes it's different amounts, sometimes the pattern will tell you, but the standard for single crochet is to chain 1 to turn. And this just gives you space to turn your work and have the work grow in length. So I'm going to see these V's. So it's just like the chain V's, if you can see here, where each stitch is a little V. Then we're going to insert into the V. So this is a little bit different because you can see the stitch we're picking up is thicker because we're going through both loops of the V. So you can see here, if you pull them apart a little bit, zoom in, if you pull them apart a little bit, they're like 3 stitches. So you're going to insert into both stitches in the V, yarn over. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and you're going to go through that first V. So now we have 2 stitches on the hook. Yarn over again and pull through those 2 stitches. So just to show one more time, we're going to have our work here, and here's the next V. Insert your hook into that V. Now we have 1, 2 stitches, yarn over, and then we have 3, 1, 2, 3, and go through. So I can see I'm turning my hook a little bit to go through that first loop, yarn over, go through the other 2 loops. All right, I'm going to do it one more time to show you the end, and then I will finish crocheting a little swatch so you can see what single crochet looks like when it's done over and over again. So you're going to insert your hook in that V, insert. Now we have 1, 2 stitches, yarn over, and you're going to kind of twist your crochet needle, lost a stitch, twist your crochet hook to go through the first loop. Now there's 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the last remaining 2 stitches. And that is how you single crochet. So I'm going to do a couple more rows of this so you can see what it looks like when you have a little bit of fabric worked up in single crochet, and I'll be back to show the finished work. All right, I'm back. You can see that I've crocheted a couple more rows of single crochet, and this is what it looks like. Single crochet is the smallest, or one of the smallest and most dense stitches in crochet. So it's usually used to make things like bags, washcloths, things that you want to be thick and firm. For this swatch specifically, I use medium 4-weight yarn and a 5.5 millimeter hook, but the single crochet is so versatile and you can really use any yarn and any hook size to create this stitch. And it will just look different depending on your gauge and depending on hook size. If you want to learn more about gauge, I have a video of that and it'll be linked in the comments and description below. But other than that, this is how you single crochet. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with a new crochet or knitting stitch. Bye.